Hello and welcome to this special edition of Conversando a Fondo. Today I have a special guest because now he's known around the world because he became the youngest male teacher in the world. He broke a record of 300 years or so, and he's a graduate of Miami Dade College, and he's here, Nathan Thomas. How you doing?
Good, how are you?
Good, good. What is it, we were talking before the show that I don't know if it was your genes or whatever your mom put on your food that I can't believe that at 10 you started Miami Dade College.
Yeah.
How was that experience?
I mean, it was very interesting, very unique. Just a testament to Miami Dade College that a 10-year-old could even start college classes, and testament to Florida, the education system here. It was a great experience. I mean, I have no regrets looking back. It was very unique, but honestly, people hear that you start college at 10, it must have been crazy. I kind of had the opposite experience. Like the first day of class, some funny stories happened. But other than that, honestly, everyone's very accepting. I had a normal college or school experience other than that.
Yeah, one of those funny stories was your mom talking to the teacher, and the teacher said, "Oh yeah, you can bring your son to school."
Yeah. So the first day of class, obviously I'm 10 years old. I can't, drive to class. So my mom drives to class. She drives me outside, and she just wants to introduce me to the professor to kind of make it known that you have a 10-year-old in your class, right? So we go up to the professor, and she's like, "Oh yeah, you can bring your son to the class. It's fine, but he has to be quiet." And my mom could realize that she thinks that my mom's a student, and she's bringing her son on with her. And my mom, to explain to her, she was like, no, he's the student, not me. And she was like, what? And she was very confused. So that was one of the funniest stories.
That's funny.
First day ever of class.
But to get there, your life was completely different because you were going to elementary school, and one of the professors or advisors said, he's wasting his time here because he's very smart. Mm-hmm. So you were there until first grade, or? Yeah,
so I went to Coral Park Elementary, pre-K, kindergarten, and first grade. And then in first grade, that's when my counselor kind of took my parents aside, and she told them, he's kind of going too fast, you're kind of doing a disservice by keeping him in school. And she kind of told my parents to figure it out. And my parents were like, so what do we do? I mean, that's what school's for, right?
Yeah.
So we kind of came up with homeschooling. That's when I started homeschooling, right after first grade, and I was around 6 years old.
And you graduated homeschooling at 10? No, at 14.
At 14. So
at 14.
I continued homeschooling on. I started Miami Dade at 10, but I wasn't a full-time student. I was a dual enrolled student.
Dual enrollment.
So I was doing homeschooling and dual enrollment at the same time.
And so you graduated, one of the youngest graduated from Miami Dade College also. Mm-hmm. It said that your brother broke that record too.
It's a sensitive topic for me. Yeah, so I was the youngest graduate until last year when my brother beat me, so now I'm the second youngest graduate.
But just for a few months?
Just for a few months. So I was 14 and 6 months, he was 14 and 3 months.
Oh, wow.
So yeah, he tells me every day.
Yeah.
I'll never live that one down.
You don't have any other siblings?
No, just my little brother.
Okay, so that's the only one you hate right now?
Yeah, he's top of my list. No, I love him so much.
But you weren't born here, you were born in California?
I was born in California, yeah.
And then moved to?
Back and forth a lot. So I was born in California, Southern California, Newport Beach. Moved here when I was 4, moved back there when I was 10. Lived in Dana Point, Irvine. Moved back here when I was 13. And in somewhere in between, I lived in Boston for a little bit.
Wow.
Charlottesville. My dad is a contractor, so he had projects around the country. So I kind of got up. Homeschooling allowed me to do that too. So it was easy for us to kind of get up and move around. So I've lived in a bunch of places. But
yeah.
Miami, I call Miami home.
But they both are engineers, no?
Yeah, so my mom is an engineer. She has her MBA too. My dad is also an electrical engineer, actually, same as me.
Wow, so what about your brother? What is he studying?
So he's in the process. He's studying electrical engineering also. But he's looking into his PhD, I think, now. He's not sure where he's going. He's at FIU right now, just like me. So he's kind of copying me. But he wants to do his PhD. I'm not sure in what. I think he's interested in biotech or robotics, that kind of stuff. But he's not sure where he's going yet. But he's still finishing up at FIU. But
being the big brother and you already went through all this, are you're able to tell him, hey, don't do this, don't do that?
Yeah, I think I was kind of the guinea pig of going through this process. It's such a unique process. So I have some tidbits and insights into like what not to do, what to do. So I try my best to kind of help him out. And my mom is really good. She knows all about this stuff. So I think between her and me, we are trying to guide him as best as we can. Yeah,
the first experience is always hard, but then you learn from that. And then now your mom is an expert of, doing the process. Through the process. Mm-hmm. She already got you out of the way, and now, but you're still going to school because you graduated from FIU with a bachelor's and a master's in engineering.
And electrical engineering.
Electrical engineering. Yeah. And now you said you're going to change your career to?
To law. So I'm in law school now. So I hear that a lot. The whole engineering to law switch is like a complete 180. I always knew growing up that I wanted to go either into finance or law. I was never sure like which one, but I knew for sure I wanted to be like the hedge fund world or the corporate law world. Obviously when you're a kid you have all these dreams, but I kind of like crystallized for me when I was around 16 or 17. I kind of like did more research into finance, more research into law, and I kind of found that law aligns with my skills and like what I want to do. And why engineering? Because I think people hear engineering and law and they think it's very separate, but I think it's more closely related than people think, especially now. I kind of did STEM because I wanted to have a STEM background no matter what I did, because I think the direction we're headed in as the world, AI, tech, quantum computing, all these kind of things, I think it's important to have a tech background in any field, even like law or finance. I'm even seeing it now. AI is such a big thing, especially in law. All these law firms trying to figure out how to implement AI into the practice. I work for the USAO right now. Even the government's trying to figure out how to incorporate AI into litigation and all that kind of stuff. So I think having a tech background helps me understand how, like when they say all these technical terms, I can understand what they mean, like deep learning models and all that kind of stuff. So it's helpful for me to see how AI can, infiltrate all these worlds. So that was my mindset coming in. Yeah. It's not, people hear engineering and law and they're always like, oh my gosh, like you're changing so much, but that's not how I viewed it. I kind of viewed it as it'd be a helping point for me to understand the tech when it comes inevitably to the law field or the finance world or whatever like that. Yeah. Well, since you touched on that topic, and something that worries me, because most jobs like mine, creative, probably we're going to lose. Only the ones that are probably going to stay are the blue collars, plumbing and AC. Oh, yeah. But as an engineer, how do you see, I got like a minute left. As an engineer, how do you see AI? Essentially, I think AI, it's very fluid. I mean, I remember when I was in my last year of my master's at FIU, I think it just came out, like ChatGPT first dropped, and it was very basic, and that was 2023, 2022. Yeah. And we're 2026, 4 years later. I mean, it's like everywhere now. So I don't know. I think as an engineer, it's great, but I think at the end of the day, it's just a tool. I don't think it'll replace anyone. At a certain point right now, where it's at, but again, it could change. I don't know how advanced it can get. It's advancing like crazy. Especially with like these video generation kind of stuff that's going on. It's advancing really fast, but I think at least like for what I've seen like the legal sphere, I think it's not close to replacing like lawyers, for example. That's all I can speak on as what I've seen in law school. But I think it'll be a very helpful tool, and I think for sure people have to adjust in how they use it and what they do. But I don't think, at least for lawyers, I don't think it'll be replacing lawyers anytime soon. I think you're smarter than AI. I don't know. Sometimes I'll like type stuff in the cloud. I'm like, wow, that's I wouldn't think of that. So I wouldn't say that, to be honest. Yeah, but lawyers, they always need it because they have to discuss the case according to the case. And when you're in court, I don't know how close we are to when your life might be on the line to letting a robot speak for you instead of a seasoned attorney. But yeah, it's very interesting. I honestly don't know where it'll go, but I'm interested to see, and that's why I feel better now that I had a STEM background, so I can survive at least like the first wave of AI takeover. Yeah. But in that topic, we're gonna take a break, our first break, and when we come back, we're gonna talk about the first day when he became a teacher, how things were and what happened. So don't go away. We'll be right back after this break.
Learn and earn today at Miami Dade College. College graduates earn 56% more than high school graduates and $1 million more in lifetime earnings. A degree from MDC is your path to greater earning power and career success. Choose from hundreds of affordable high-tech and in-demand career programs, including cybersecurity, artificial intelligence, business, and nursing. Learn and earn today at MDC and fast-track your career. Enroll now at mdc.edu/purpose.
Fresh thinking is being served at Miami Dade College. Create your own recipe for success in the evolution of food culture at the Miami Culinary Institute. Learn the skills you need to jumpstart your career in the culinary arts. Turn green into gourmet and celery into salary. Miami Culinary Institute. Food, culture, innovation. Visit us at miamidadeculinary.com. Register now. Miami Culinary Institute.
Welcome back, and we're still here with Nathan Thomas. We were talking about the first day of school as a teacher. How was that experience? Because obviously, they may confuse you with a student.
Yeah, so it's kind of full circle. I had like a funny first day as a student, and I had a funny first day as a professor. Yeah, it was interesting. I mean, I was 18 when I first started, so it's you're the same age or even younger than some of the students. But in my opinion, the way I viewed it was I didn't want it to be like a focal point. Because, I mean, it's not why they were there, it's not why I'm here, it's like make my age a big deal. So I try to kind of play it down a little bit, but the first day I would say, I'm 18, I'm on the younger side, I'll explain like my story, but I'd be like, you know what, after today, like let's not talk about it, because I don't think it's helpful for anyone to like focus on my age as a big deal. We're there to learn, so that's all we're gonna do.
Well, but I see you that you're very mature, and probably you gained the respect from the students from the first day.
I think, yeah, the students at Miami Dade are great. I thought one of the like worries I had before was like, oh, maybe I won't be able to gain respect because, it's different when you have a seasoned, experienced person. Like I had no experience. I'm fresh out of school. I'm 18. Like, what do I know? But I think it was great. I think maybe I got lucky because Miami Dade's so great, but I had a great experience. Everyone was super respectful. And everyone listened. There was no problems.
But you took the class. I mean, you taught differently from any other professors, because I know that your mom was able to teach you things. Not to think so much, but to resolve the problems. So that you took to the classroom, no?
Oh yeah. So I had a very unique classroom setting. I like to lecture in small, like bite-sized bits, because I kind of took my own experiences as a student and try to implement them in what I thought would work. Like for me, when an instructor spoke for like 3 hours straight, I kind of got lost, and maybe it's a Gen Z attention span issue that I have or we have. But I found that like lecturing in like 20-minute bits and then like doing a project, or like 30 minutes doing a project, stuff like that, I think helps keep retention, because like I just thought about myself, like when someone talks for super long, I'm like, I've lost interest like 20 minutes in, So I try to like, kind of base my classroom experience around that. Also, my final exams were a little interesting. I usually don't give final exams, but when I did, for example, for C for Engineers, my programming class, I remember I scheduled like a one-on-one session with each of the students. And they would have to like talk out a problem on the whiteboard, like in front of me. That was the final. That was like the final assessment. So I did stuff like that I thought was interesting instead of like a traditional paper. But I also did the traditional paper stuff. For example, for my engineering economics class, we had a normal exam. So I picked and chose. I kind of played around with it a little bit. But yeah, I think it was definitely a unique experience for
I think this is worse than rocket science.
I don't know if I would call it rocket science, but it was very cool.
But they will be nervous because they're in front of a board trying to explain something that you already know.
That's why I tried to make the environment very collegiate, very very friendly, warm. I'm not like now in law school there's this thing called cold calling, where the professor will like call in a random person and like try to scare them. I try to be like the exact opposite of that. I try to like talk them through it and help them out. I think maybe they had different opinions, but I thought it went pretty well, and everyone seemed pretty relaxed and chill, and it was very easy going.
But you're teaching online now. No?
Now I'm teaching online because at law school it was tough to be in person and teach online, but I taught in person only for the first two and a half years. But when law school started, I switched to online.
So you're expecting to graduate by 2028 as a lawyer.
Yeah.
But I know that right after you took the job at Miami Dade College, the government came looking for you to offer you a job with them. What was the job that they offered to you? Like 6 figures.
Back in after my master's?
Yeah, after the master's, when you started, right after you started working for Miami Dade College.
So I started working as a patent examiner for the department, the USPTO, which is the U.S. Patent and Trademark Office.
Yeah.
I only worked there for a month due to like conflict issues. I couldn't work there after a month. I couldn't. It just didn't align with my Miami Dade commitments and stuff. But I did work there for like a couple of weeks. But now now in 2026, I'm working back in the government, working at the U.S. Attorney's Office.
So you expect to, once you graduate in law, you're going to work there, or you're expecting something else?
We'll see. I'm working at a firm in Boston next summer, so
Wow.
that's probably where I'll be after graduation. Again, no, not really sure. It's kind of unclear. You kind of don't know until you graduate law school. But I'm very open, very flexible. Whatever the best opportunity is, that's where I'll go.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
I don't want to ask too many personal questions, but you don't have time for a girlfriend.
I don't have a girlfriend right now, but
Yeah.
we'll see. I don't know.
Maybe in Boston you find somebody.
Maybe in Boston. Yeah.
So once you get to Boston, how long, you're going to be there just for the summer?
So I'll be there. So in the law, there's something called a summer associate. So I'll be a summer associate at this firm next summer. And then if it goes well, sometimes they'll give you a return offer and you'll work there after you graduate. But it's not promised or anything. So if I do well as a summer, maybe I'll get the return offer. But the goal, just in general, is I think to work at a corporate big law firm after graduation. So we'll see. We'll see. We'll see what happens.
You want to come back to South Florida?
I call South Florida my home. I want to come back here long term, but at the same time, I love Boston. I could see myself in Boston long term. But wherever is best for my career.
I see myself in Boston too.
Boston's the best.
I almost got a job there too.
No way, really.
Yeah,
Like I was telling you, I'm also a big Celtics and Patriots fan, so it's just like it's a full circle moment for me. I've been a big Boston fan since I was like 5 years old, 6 years old. So that's part of the reason why I was interested in Boston as a place to work. But to get back to the original point, I'm open to working in New York, San Diego, Iowa, wherever that furthers my career and betters me. I'm open to going there, but I would say big picture, long term, South Florida is my home, and I would want to come back here. Whether I'm 50, 60, 70 years old, and that's when it is, so be it. But I think in the long run, I want to come back here. But at the same time, I'm open to going anywhere in the U.S. that I have to go to help my career.
What about if they offer you a job there right after the summer, and you have to stay there? Would you transfer to one of those Ivy League universities there? Because Boston is just the university capital of the world.
Oh my God, yeah, MIT, Harvard, BC, BU, Northeastern, yeah, so many good schools there. I'm very loyal, so I don't think I'll be transferring. I'm a big.
You're a Miami homeboy.
I'm a Miami homeboy. I went to Miami Dade, FIU, UM. I did like the trio of Miami schools. I usually wear my UM pin. I'm very big on. I've been a UM fan. I know it sucks for FIU, but I went to FIU, but I've been a UM fan my whole life. So I'm very loyal to UM. So no, I would not transfer to any schools. But I would live in Boston for sure. But
no, Boston is an amazing city. I've been there a couple of times. Like I said, I almost got a job there, and it's just the historical part of it. It's a beautiful city. Also the arts, the food, the culinary.
Lobster rolls, seafood, Italian food in the North End.
Newberry Street,
yeah.
So you're going to have fun.
It's going to be fun,
know.
Yeah. Boston's amazing.
But anyway, we're going to take another break, and when we come back, we're going to keep talking to Nathan Thomas. Don't go away.
Fresh thinking is being served at Miami Dade College. Create your own recipe for success in the evolution of food culture at the Miami Culinary Institute. Learn the skills you need to jumpstart your career in the culinary arts. Turn green into gourmet and celery into salary. Miami Culinary Institute. Food, culture, innovation. Visit us at miamidadeculinary.com. Register now. Miami Culinary Institute.
Are you ready to embark on your career journey at Miami Dade College? With an impressive array of options, including 15 baccalaureate degrees and over 160 associate degrees, there's a perfect fit waiting just for you. Whether you prefer in-person, online, or hybrid classes, we've got you covered. As the largest degree-granting institution in the nation, Miami Dade College is committed to guiding you towards success every step of the way. Discover your path with us today.
Welcome back. I'm still here with Nathan Thomas. You know, I asked you a question because we were talking about your high school experience. It was with your mom. How was your prom?
My prom? Oh, well, when you're homeschooled, it's kind of tough to have a prom. There's not many options. But yeah, I guess that's the one downside of doing homeschooling. You don't get a prom. But I mean, you can still go to prom at other schools. So it's not completely foreclosed, yeah.
Oh, because you told me you have friends from other...
Yeah, so I played competitive basketball growing up, so since I was 5, 6 years old. So I had my friend group that was my age growing up. So I've got friends that were my age, so I never really... my parents were very big on making sure that I had the social aspect of my life covered, because I think, and they also agree that I think it's equally as important, if not more important than the academic side. So they did a great job of emphasizing that part of my life. So I had a great social life growing up, and I think, yeah, it was
I
great.
see it because I see it in your our conversation how you were very, able to
Normal, I
articulate.
think.
Yeah,
sometimes people
normal.
don't expect me to be normal, and they're like,
Yeah.
"Oh, I expect you to read, your calculus books in the bathroom, like
No, you'll be like
at all the time." Yeah, like
you don't talk to anybody.
exactly. But that's really the opposite of me. I don't do that. I do normal stuff. I'm 21 in Miami. Like, I do normal 21-year-old stuff.
Yeah.
People are kind of surprised at that sometimes, but
Believe
it is
me,
what
I
it
know
is.
how Miami.
Oh yeah,
growing up here is crazy.
it's crazy. But
That's
it's
what
great.
people don't understand.
People understand now.
So once your brother graduates, are you afraid that he's going to become the youngest teacher?
It's probably like on his bulletin board in his room. Like,
Probably it's like, I want to break his record.
I'm very competitive, and he's very competitive, and like I'm his number one competition. He's my number one competition, and we have like a very healthy competition. We both love each other very much, but I'm sure. We'll see. I don't know. Maybe he's like keeping a secret from me, and he just wants to surprise me. He already beat me at one thing. I'm sure this is next up on his list. So
Yeah.
we'll see.
But at least you put Miami Dade College in the map worldwide because you had a lot of interviews with people from parts of the country.
Yeah, Colombia.
Oh,
Yeah.
Colombia too?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
So
great.
that helps the college because they're going to see that how good is the education here, and then they will send their student. And it's cheaper. The credits are cheaper than any other university.
And the quality of education you get here is, it's incredible. It's the professors we have here are, except me, I don't know how great I am, but the other professors here, the ones I had as a student that are still here, they're all amazing, incredible people. I think my classmates were also incredible. So the culture here in Miami Dade is so good, and I'm glad that it's getting more recognition because it's a great place.
Yeah, because you have 8 campuses, and then now you have online, hybrid, and so there's so many ways to study here that you don't have to just put yourself in one campus,
No.
like let's say at Harvard, that you have to stay there.
Yeah.
But here you're able to have different campuses. Choose and all that, and they have different classes at different times.
Yeah.
Because most people don't understand that the majority of the students that come to Miami Dade College, they work.
Oh yeah.
So that's why they had to choose Miami Dade College because it's more flexible for their schedule. Because that's something that I see with the students in television film, that they're working already.
Yeah.
Or some of them are working in a different industry, but they want to study the film and the TV part of it.
Yeah.
So, it's for them, it's great because that way they can do the work and do the learning. That way they can pay for the classes,
Yeah.
So
It's incredible.
But you get grants or scholarships to study, or
Yeah, so I had at FIU had a lot of scholarship. They're very. Florida has so many programs, Bright Futures, prepaid, all these different things. If you take advantage of them, you can go to college for free. I got paid to go to FIU. I have a lot of friends. My coworker right now at the office, he also went to FIU. We both got paid to go to FIU. FIU is great. The whole Florida public school system is amazing. Miami Dade, UF, Florida, FSU. So it's something to take advantage of for sure.
They're getting tougher. I went to FIU, and as a matter of fact, I wanted to study my second semester and I applied to FIU, and I got accepted. But the first day, the teacher said, "No, you got to read a book per week, one book per week." And I'm like, I don't have time for that. So I had to drop that one, and then I finally did my second semester somewhere else. But that's tough.
Yeah.
Because I was working. I can't just
No, give it up. Yeah. That's why Miami Dade's so great, because it's so flexible.
It's flexible, and and the good thing is like technology now is easier because you have Canvas, and then you can do your homework there from anywhere around the world. Maybe some of the teachers are somewhere around the world too, because they do the summer here, the summer. Now we're coming up with a summer in Brazil, I think, for computers, or a fall in Brazil, something like that. So the teacher can have the classes there and the classes here through Canvas. That's how I studied my second semester.
Awesome.
To me, it was new, and I loved it. I really loved it. So, but you have to be at UM in person.
Yeah, law school's in person. It's a full-time commitment. I'd say more than a 9 to 5. You're there all day. I just finished my first year. I'm starting my second year on Monday. First year I was probably at school 7 to 7 a.m., 7 p.m. Do you have to do that? Probably not, but it's definitely a full-time commitment, but it's been the most defining year of my life. I've learned so much, met so many great people, so it's 100% worth it. But it's a lot of work, but it's been fun too. So it's 100% worth it. I'll do it over
What is
again.
your IQ, you know?
I took when I was little. I think it was like 154 or something.
Oh
but
my God.
I don't know. It's I'm not one for awards.
But
and
that high,
titles.
but that's high, you know. But that's fun because, you know, at least you are the, you know, don't be the smart one, you know, but you are. You are.
Hopefully.
Yeah, and you know, now we have a few minutes to finish this segment and also the show. If there's anything you want to tell the students of Miami Dade College about your experience and also what they can do to make school easier for them.
Yeah, I think first what I've been saying a lot is like someone could see like, oh, we started college at 10, and that's all cool and all, but I think everyone's path is different. I've said this a lot of times. So not to get influenced by other people's paths. So like if you see someone starting college at 10 doesn't mean that you have to start college at 10. You can start college at 40, 50, 60, and I think it's the same thing. Just staying on your own true path is important. Second, Miami Dade is incredible. We have so many opportunities here, and I think one of the things that kind of makes me sad, and me and my mom talk about this a lot, is that we have so many opportunities here. For example, the BIT Center, the AI Center, the Idea Center. I, at least when I was here, didn't see many people take advantage of it, so I would say take advantage of the opportunities that Miami Dade offers. We have, every campus has so many opportunities. I couldn't even name you all of them. Another one, the transfer agreement program we have a great transfer agreement program with a bunch of schools. We have one with Georgia Tech, which is an incredible school. I used that to get in there. I didn't go there, but if you're interested in Georgia Tech, that's a possibility because we have an agreement with them. So a lot of kids in my classes, I told them about that, and they didn't know about it before. So just being aware of what's out there, I think, is really important. First being aware and then taking advantage is the second step. So
Yeah, and the funny thing is like all this like dual enrollment came out when I was about to graduate from high school here in Miami. And now you have the students doing the dual enrollment, and we have the School of Advanced Studies in here.
SAS, yeah.
And my God, the students are going to Harbor and
Especially the one at Wilson. It's they're all going to Ivies, Florida. I think they have a partnership also with Florida. So I mean, it's crazy.
You have the New World School of the Art because that's
also an
you know,
school,
the school system, Miami Dade College and UF.
Yeah.
You know, so they have all these opportunities that I didn't have. You were talking about places like this. When I went to FIU, I didn't have a TV studio.
Yeah.
Now they do have. And here at Miami Dade College, we have a state-of-the-art TV studio.
Yeah.
And we use it, obviously, but the student has somewhere, access to it, and they can use it. But you know, I just want to say thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me.
I mean, you have to tell your parents, great job.
I tell them every day. It's all, I owe everything to them. So
I'm amazed that your parents were, they saw the future. And
they had foresight and they did a great job.
So I'm glad that they did it with you and they're doing it with your brother. So congratulations. I hope to see you when you break another record, you know. Don't forget about us.
I'll never forget Miami Dade. It's where I started. So
yeah. So thank you.
Thank you.
And you at home, thank you for watching. If you want to watch other episodes of Conversando a Fondo or any other show that from MDC-TV, you can scan the QR code that appears here on the screen. Until next time, Anthony Leal, I'll see you in the next episode of Conversando a Fondo. Thank you for watching.